Well, Simon, we're only a few days away from the second round of the FA Youth Cup. You must be delighted to be in the next round of this competition.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game. Looking forward to going to Gigg Lane and playing against Bury. We went there previously, 2-3 months ago, to play them in our Youth Alliance League, and we got beat 3-0 that day. So a lot of lessons learnt from that game that hopefully we can put into practice this week in training for us to, to impact in the game on Thursday night.
I guess you've kind of grown since that game happened. You've gone on a great league, 5 games in all competitions unbeaten. That must give you a lot of confidence going forward. Yeah,
there's a lot of confidence within the group at this moment in time. We're training hard. The energy levels throughout have been really good. And the one thing for me, which is, well, for us as a staff, is that they're actually putting that energy and work rate into the matches on the Saturday, which we're getting a lot of joy from at this moment in time. Again, they're our non-negotiables. We've got to make sure that we take that into Thursday's game to give ourselves the best opportunity of getting the result that we want.
What are you expecting from Bury on Thursday?
Well, they're a dynamic team. They're quick on the counter. They've got some good players. We looked at their deep line midfielder and their wide players as threats. So we've got to make sure that we can nullify them, and we'll work on that this week in training. And then on the flip side of it, what I don't want to come away from is our own performance. The way that we've been performing has been really good. So, the energy, the way that we're moving the ball, our passing patterns, they've been coming out recently. So, we know what Bury are going to bring, but on the other side of it, we need to make sure that we bring our game. And we feel that if we bring our game to Thursday night, we give ourselves the best opportunity of another successful evening in the FA Youth Cup.
Against Carlisle, people who came to the game, they saw those patterns of play, team looking to play it from the back, the right way of playing football. I'm guessing you want more of the same going against Bury, because that kind of style of play can be difficult to play against.
Absolutely, and they're of a similar ilk as well. That's the way that they like to play. They like to play football. Know Ryan Kidwell and how he likes to set up his teams, and we're very similar to that. We try and play quickly. We try and play through the thirds, and we've got players in the final third at this moment in time that are really effective for us. So if we can pass through their players and their units at pace and with a tempo, we feel that when we do get the ball in that final third, opportunities wise, we've worked on loads of crossing and finishing and different types of finishes. So it's just getting there. We've got to make sure that we get there quickly and with a purpose. And at the end of the day, if we can get the ball in front of the goal, we've got to take our chances. So it's all right creating those opportunities, but we've got to make sure that we're ruthless in front of goal. And like you saw on Thursday night against Carlisle, I thought we was in control of the game up until they scored. Then they started scoring, and that affected the game then. So we've got to make sure that the chances that we create after the first goal goes in, we've got to make sure that we keep building on that and be ruthless in front of goal and show that cutting edge. So again, that's going to be our focus this week in the game. So we've got to build on that in training this week. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting game.
You talk about your attacking options. Kind of 2 players that maybe stood out was Shaden Morris on the right wing and Simon Wiles, who got the first goal against Carlisle. Those two, like I said, putting the balls into the box, Shaden with his pace, and Sam in the box. A deadly partnership, those two, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Shaden's got frightening pace, and I'm sure that not just Bury but other teams, they'll be quite fearful of that. So we've got to make sure that we use that to our advantage. And Sam O'Halloran, his ability in front of goal at this moment in time is red hot. But again, that comes from his desire and his hunger and his work rate for the team. The way he's performing at this moment in time out of possession is fantastic, and he sets the tone for us from the front. So the fact that he's getting opportunities in front of goal now and putting him away, I mean, his goal the other night was top draw. The way he just came across his defender and flicked it and guided it into the corner, that was the highest quality. And that'll give him the world of good. So confidence-wise for the front players and the rest of the boys being a solid, compact unit, I think we're going into the game full of confidence, and we're really looking forward to the occasion as well.
Players who you've coming back into, I know they were back on the bench, but the 3 Irish lads, they were away at international duty, but it'd be good to get them back on the pitch. Well, now I know some of them did feature against Carlisle, but for them to feature, they've been also another key part of your team and the success they've had recently.
Absolutely, and they bring experience of playing in big games, because obviously they're internationals, so they get the exposure of playing under the lights, playing under pressure, playing in international fixtures. So they'll bring that experience with us and to the group. And they'll bring that again on Thursday night. All 3 of them have got different qualities. You saw when Barry came on, I just thought the way that he just composed everything and just settled everything down, and he's got a good football brain, good understanding, and likewise with Dylan and CJ. Dylan again, his football awareness and his game knowledge, you could see that he was dictating play. He was making sure that even when we were attacking, we were defensively, we were set up right, and he brings that quality. So it's, the squad's good. The squad's in a good place, and like you say, with the 3 lads coming back into contention, that's only going to raise, the intensity of the squad, intensity of the group, and it puts in a real good place for Thursday night. It's
important that the players play the game and not the occasion on Thursday, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that was a message that I set earlier on in the week with the players before the Carlisle game. I wanted to try and take away the pressure of the game. I didn't want them to think of the occasion, so I just put the pressure on them. If they make a mistake, the only pressure you'll get from us is to win the ball back straight away, and that's the message that will go again this week. Yes, playing in a different stadium and playing it away from home, that's going to bring its own pressure, but again, the same message will be, there's no pressure from us. Just make sure if you make a mistake, you go and win it back. That's all we're after. And I think that message, that showed, especially on Thursday night. I thought the work rate that the lads put in, especially when they did make those the errors, the intensity and the work ethic from the team was great to win the ball back. And I thought, probably only 20 minutes of the game in the first half where Carlisle just had a little bit more possession than what we had. Other than that, I thought it was a real good competition, and I thought we, rightly came out on top. So yeah, they'll take that into the game on Thursday night as well. So it's going to be good.